Traveling is one of life's greatest joys. Seeing new places, experiencing different cultures, and creating beautiful memories. It's something that brings excitement at any age. But as we grow older, travel comes with unique risks that younger travelers may not even think about. If you're over 70 and planning your next trip, there are hidden dangers that every senior must be aware of. These risks aren't meant to scare you, but rather to prepare you. Because the truth is, with the right precautions, seniors can travel safely, comfortably, and confidently without unnecessary stress or setbacks. Today, we'll uncover 5 of the biggest travel risks for seniors, and more importantly, how you can avoid them to make your trip smooth and enjoyable. Risk number 1. Underestimating the physical toll of travel. Many seniors dream of vacations as peaceful, relaxing getaways, time to unwind, explore, and enjoy new experiences. But what many elderly travelers don't anticipate is the physical toll of travel itself. Getting to your destination isn't always as easy as it seems. Between navigating airports, carrying luggage, standing in long lines, and sitting for extended periods, travel can become exhausting, especially if you're not prepared for the physical demands. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is underestimating the amount of walking, standing, and movement required when traveling. Airports are massive, often requiring long walks between check-in counters, security checkpoints, and boarding gates. If you have a layover, you may have to switch terminals, which could mean an even longer trek. Even when you arrive at your destination, the challenges don't end there. Cruises, guided tours, and sightseeing excursions can involve a lot of steps, uneven ground, and long periods of standing. Cobblestone streets in Europe, hilly landscapes in historic towns, or crowded museums with no seating can quickly turn a fun trip into an exhausting one. Some seniors find themselves pushing beyond their limits, trying to keep up with a fast-paced tour group or struggling with physical discomfort because they weren't expecting the level of activity involved. And then there's the strain of handling luggage. Carrying heavy bags through an airport, lifting a suitcase into an overhead compartment, or dragging luggage over rough terrain can put unnecessary stress on your body. For seniors with arthritis, back problems, or joint pain, this can be a major issue. But here's the good news. You don't have to avoid travel altogether. You just have to travel smarter and plan ahead to reduce physical strain. One of the best things you can do is request wheelchair assistance at the airport. Even if you don't normally use a wheelchair, this simple step can save you energy and unnecessary fatigue, allowing you to conserve your strength for the actual trip. Most airlines offer free wheelchair services, and you can request one when booking your ticket or at the airport check-in counter. Another important strategy is packing light. Seniors often overpack out of habit, thinking they need extra clothing or supplies just in case. But carrying too much luggage makes travel harder, not easier. Stick to the essentials and use lightweight, rolling luggage to minimize the strain on your arms, shoulders, and back. A small, well-organized carry-on bag with wheels can make navigating an airport or train station much easier than carrying a heavy purse or shoulder bag. Planning rest breaks into your itinerary is also crucial. Don't schedule back-to-back activities without giving yourself time to sit, hydrate, and recharge. If you're booking a tour, look for options that allow for plenty of rest stops. If you're traveling independently, don't rush from one attraction to the next. Take your time and pace yourself. Your body will thank you. Where you stay also matters. Choose senior-friendly accommodations with elevators, easy access to important locations, and comfortable seating areas. Some hotels and resorts cater specifically to older travelers, offering services like shuttle transportation, wheelchair accessibility, and on-site medical assistance if needed. Finally, listen to your body. Don't push yourself beyond your limits. If you start feeling tired, dizzy, or overwhelmed, take a break. Traveling should be enjoyable, not exhausting. By making these small adjustments, you can avoid unnecessary physical strain and make your trip more enjoyable. Traveling after 70 isn't about giving up adventure. It's about making smart choices so you can continue exploring the world with comfort and ease. Risk number 2: medication and health emergencies abroad. As we age, managing medications and health conditions becomes part of daily life. Taking pills at specific times, tracking prescriptions, and keeping up with doctor visits are all part of staying healthy. But when traveling, things can quickly become complicated. Different time zones, missed doses, and limited access to pharmacies can turn what should be a relaxing trip into a stressful experience. One of the biggest hidden dangers for senior travelers is not planning properly for medical needs. While it's easy to focus on packing clothes, planning activities, and booking accommodations, your health should always come first. Now imagine this scenario. You've just arrived in a beautiful destination, ready to enjoy your trip when you realize you forgot your medication at home. Maybe you packed it in your checked luggage, and now your suitcase is delayed or lost. Or maybe you thought you had enough but miscalculated your doses. Even worse, what if you experience a sudden health emergency and don't know where to go for help? In an unfamiliar place, especially in a foreign country where you don't speak the language, not knowing where to find medical care can be terrifying. These situations happen far too often, but they can be prevented with the right preparation. Before you travel, take these steps to protect your health and avoid unnecessary stress. First, always pack extra medication in your carry-on bag, not just in your checked luggage. If your suitcase gets delayed, stolen, or lost, you don't want to be left without your prescriptions. Bring at least a week's extra supply just in case. Unexpected flight delays, cancellations, or extended stays can happen, and having extra medication can prevent a major health crisis. It's also a good idea to carry a detailed list of your medications, including their generic names. Some brand-name medications are not available in other countries, so knowing the generic name can help a doctor or pharmacist provide you with the right substitute if necessary. Your list should also include your medical conditions, allergies, and emergency contacts in case you need medical attention abroad. Another important step is to research the nearest hospitals, urgent care centers, and pharmacies at your destination before you even leave home. In an emergency, you don't want to waste time figuring out where to go for help. Write down the addresses, phone numbers, and any important details about medical facilities near your hotel or accommodations. If you're traveling to a country where English isn't widely spoken, learning a few key medical phrases in the local language can be incredibly helpful. One of the smartest things you can do as a senior traveler is to invest in travel insurance that covers medical emergencies. Many people assume their regular health insurance will cover them abroad, but that's not always the case. Some countries require payment up front for medical treatment, even in emergencies. A simple hospital visit in a foreign country can cost thousands of dollars if you're not insured. With the right travel insurance, you'll have peace of mind knowing that unexpected medical costs, hospital stays, and even emergency evacuation back home are covered. Some policies even provide 24/7 medical assistance to help you find the best care wherever you are. Finally, if you have a serious health condition, consider talking to your doctor before you travel. They can provide guidance on adjusting medication schedules for different time zones, managing any potential risks, and giving you medical clearance if needed. The goal is to enjoy your trip without worrying about unexpected health surprises. By planning ahead, you can stay safe, feel confident, and focus on what really matters, making memories and enjoying your travel experience. Risk number 3, falling victim to scams targeting seniors. Travel scams are a serious threat to tourists of all ages, but seniors are targeted more than any other group. Criminals know that elderly travelers may be more trusting, less familiar with modern scams, and more likely to carry cash. Scammers also assume that seniors might be less tech-savvy, making them easier targets for fraud, credit card theft, and fake offers. If you're a senior traveler, it's important to be aware of the most common scams and take steps to protect yourself while traveling. Scammers are often charming, persuasive, and appear helpful at first, making it easy to fall into their traps. Some of the most common scams targeting elderly travelers include fake taxi drivers who overcharge you or take longer routes to run up the fare. Some even refuse to use a meter or claim their machine is broken to demand more money. Pickpockets who work in teams. One person distracts you while another steals from your bag or pocket. This often happens in crowded tourist areas, buses, and subways. Some even pose as friendly locals, offering directions or pretending to bump into you. Too good to be true deals on excursions, hotels, or tours that turn out to be fake. Scammers may sell cheap packages on the street or online, taking your money and disappearing before you realize you've been tricked. Friendly strangers offering to help with your luggage, take a photo, or give you directions, only to rob you when you least expect it. In some cases, they offer to clean a spill on your clothes, while another person steals your wallet. Fake officials who demand to see your passport or credit card, only to steal it. Some even wear fake uniforms to appear legitimate. Being aware of these scams is the first step. But how can you stay safe? Be cautious with strangers. Not everyone who approaches you is genuinely trying to help. Scammers often appear friendly, polite, and overly helpful to lower your guard. If someone is being pushy or insisting on helping you, politely decline and walk away. Only use official taxis or ride-share services. If you need a taxi, ask your hotel to call one for you, or use ride-sharing apps with good reviews. Avoid accepting rides from people who approach you at airports or tourist attractions. Keep your money secure. Pickpockets often target elderly tourists who carry wallets in back pockets or easily accessible bags. Use a money belt or a crossbody bag with zippers that stays in front of you. Never carry all your cash in one place. Split it between different pockets or secure locations. Never hand over your credit card to anyone unless it's at an official payment terminal. Some scammers use card skimmers to steal your credit card information, so always watch your card being swiped or inserted. If possible, use contactless payment methods to reduce the risk of fraud. Be skeptical of too good to be true offers. If someone is offering a luxury tour or hotel at a suspiciously low price, it's probably a scam. Book your accommodations and excursions through trusted websites and companies to avoid being tricked. Keep copies of your important documents. Carry a photocopy of your passport and ID separately from your actual documents. In case of theft, having copies will make it easier to get replacements. The key to staying safe while traveling as a senior is staying informed and alert. Scammers succeed when people aren't expecting them, so by simply being aware of common tricks, you become a much harder target. Seniors who travel smart keep their belongings secure and trust their instincts can enjoy their trips without falling victim to scams. By taking simple precautions, you can explore the world with confidence, peace of mind, and the security of knowing you're protected. Risk number 4, ignoring travel fatigue and jet lag. Many elderly travelers don't realize how exhausting long flights and time zone changes can be. While traveling to a new destination is exciting, the physical toll of travel fatigue can be significant, especially for seniors. Jet lag is often thought of as just a sleep issue, but in reality, it affects your entire body. It can lead to low energy, irritability, digestive problems, confusion, and even dizziness. For seniors, ignoring these effects can be dangerous, increasing the risk of falls, disorientation, and physical exhaustion, especially in an unfamiliar environment. A long-haul flight can leave you feeling drained for days, making it difficult to enjoy your trip if you don't prepare properly. Travel fatigue is real, but the good news is that there are simple ways to minimize its effects, so you can arrive at your destination feeling refreshed and ready to explore. One of the best ways to prevent jet lag is to start adjusting your sleep schedule before you even leave. A few days before your trip, try shifting your bedtime closer to the time zone of your destination. If you're traveling east, go to bed an hour earlier each night. If you're traveling west, stay up a little later. By gradually adjusting your internal clock, your body will adapt more easily when you arrive. Hydration is another key factor. Dehydration worsens jet lag, increases fatigue, and makes muscle stiffness and headaches more likely. Airplane cabins are extremely dry, and sitting for hours without drinking enough water can leave you feeling weak and sluggish. Before and during your flight, drink plenty of water, even if you don't feel thirsty. Avoid alcohol and caffeine, as they can dehydrate you further and make it harder for your body to adjust to a new time zone. A hydrated traveler is a more energized traveler. For seniors, one of the most serious risks of long flights is deep vein thrombosis, DVT, a condition where blood clots form in the legs due to long periods of sitting. The risk increases with age, especially if you have poor circulation or other health conditions. To prevent DVT, move around during flights. Stand up and stretch your legs at least once an hour. If walking around the cabin isn't possible, do small exercises in your seat. Point and flex your feet, roll your ankles, and stretch your calves. Wearing compression socks can also help improve circulation and reduce swelling in the legs. When you arrive at your destination, don't overload your schedule on the first day. Seniors often make the mistake of jumping straight into sightseeing or activities without giving their bodies time to recover. Even if you feel excited, your body still needs to adjust. If possible, plan a rest day upon arrival. Take things slow, get plenty of fresh air, and ease into your new surroundings. Avoid making major plans that require a lot of physical effort until you've had a chance to adjust. Another useful tip is exposing yourself to natural light as soon as possible. Sunlight helps regulate your body's internal clock and can speed up the adjustment process. Try to spend time outdoors after arriving. It will help reset your circadian rhythm and reduce jet lag symptoms. Finally, listen to your body. If you feel exhausted, dizzy, or out of balance, don't push yourself. Rest when you need to. The goal of travel isn't just to see new places, it's to enjoy the experience without feeling drained. By taking these simple precautions, seniors can minimize travel fatigue and make their trips more enjoyable. A well-rested traveler is a happier, healthier traveler, and with the right planning, you can make the most of your journey without letting exhaustion slow you down. Risk number 5, not having a backup plan for emergencies. Travel is exciting, but it's also unpredictable. Flights get delayed, luggage gets lost, passports go missing, and unexpected health issues can arise. For seniors, not having a backup plan is one of the biggest travel mistakes you can make. Imagine arriving in a new country, only to realize your passport has been stolen. Suddenly, you're in an unfamiliar place with no identification and no clear next steps. Or picture yourself missing a connecting flight, leaving you stranded overnight in an airport, unsure of what to do. And perhaps the most concerning scenario, experiencing a medical emergency abroad and not knowing where to go for help. These situations happen more often than people think. And for elderly travelers, they can be especially overwhelming. That's why preparing for the unexpected is just as important as booking flights and packing your bags. A well-thought-out backup plan can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major disaster. To protect yourself from these travel uncertainties, here's what you can do before you even leave home. First, keep both digital and printed copies of your important documents. This includes your passport, ID, travel insurance, emergency contacts, and any medical prescriptions. Store physical copies separately from your originals. If your passport gets stolen or lost, you'll still have proof of identity to make the replacement process easier. Keeping digital copies stored securely on your phone, tablet, or email can also be a lifesaver in an emergency. Having a list of important phone numbers is another crucial step. This should include the U.S. Embassy or consulate at your destination, local emergency services, and contacts for your travel insurance provider. If something goes wrong, you won't have to scramble to find the right information. You'll already have it on hand. One of the most frustrating travel issues for seniors is lost luggage. Airports are chaotic, and baggage handling mistakes happen. To avoid losing your belongings, consider using a GPS luggage tracker. These small devices can be placed in your suitcase, allowing you to track its location through your smartphone. If your bag is misplaced, you'll have an easier time retrieving it quickly. It's also important to carry a small amount of emergency cash, even if you primarily use credit cards. Some places, especially in remote areas or smaller shops, may not accept cards, and you don't want to be caught in a situation where you need cash but can't access an ATM. Keep a separate stash of money hidden in a secure place just in case. Another simple yet effective precaution is sharing your itinerary with a trusted family member or friend. Let someone back home know where you'll be and how to reach you. If anything happens, whether it's a natural disaster, an accident, or a sudden loss of communication, your loved ones will have a record of your travel plans and can assist in an emergency. Finally, consider signing up for the U.S. State Department's Smart Traveler Enrollment Program STEP if traveling abroad. This free service allows U.S. citizens to register their trip with the local embassy, providing updates on safety alerts and a direct line to assistance if needed. The key to stress-free senior travel is preparation. While you can't predict every situation, having a backup plan ensures that if something does go wrong, you'll know exactly what to do. A little preparation today can save you a lot of stress tomorrow. Travel is meant to be enjoyed, not spent worrying about what could go wrong. By taking these simple precautions, you can explore the world with confidence, security, and peace of mind. Traveling as a senior shouldn't be stressful. It should be exciting, fulfilling, and safe. But to enjoy your trip fully, you need to plan ahead and avoid these 5 hidden dangers. By recognizing the physical toll of travel, managing your health needs, staying alert to scams, respecting your body's limits, and preparing for the unexpected, you can travel with confidence. Remember, being prepared doesn't mean being afraid. It means traveling smarter, so you can focus on what truly matters, creating memories, experiencing new places, and enjoying every moment of your journey. If you found this helpful, be sure to subscribe for more senior travel tips, elderly wisdom, and advice on thriving at any age. Safe travels. If you've made it this far, then you're someone who values wisdom, longevity, and the art of truly thriving as you age. And that's exactly what we're all about here at Ageless and Thriving, elderly wisdom. This isn't just another channel. This is a community, a place where we support, inspire, and learn from one another. A space where experience is valued and where aging is seen as an opportunity, not a limitation. By subscribing, you'll gain access to science-backed insights, powerful life lessons, and practical advice from the world's longest living and most fulfilled people. We're here to challenge the myths of aging, celebrate the beauty of experience, and help you live with energy, confidence, and wisdom. But more than that, by joining this community, you become part of something bigger, a group of like-minded people who believe that life doesn't slow down, it just gets better. So if you're ready to embrace this chapter of life with purpose and vitality, hit that subscribe button now. Because growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser, stronger, and more alive than ever before. Welcome to Ageless and Thriving. Welcome to a community where we don't just age, we thrive.